Right now, what I'm going to do here is right now, okay. In order to print this pattern, all right, either you could use one of these. These are the three possible ways of doing it. Right now, here we're going to talk about the list, um, the list structure. Right now in Python, right now we discuss about the data types which can hold only one value at a time. Right? We discuss only about which can hold only one value at a time. Right now, we're going to talk about. Right now, we have to talk about that. Where we can store multiple values, where we can store multiple values, right? Now, in order to store multiple values, right now in Python, like we can use, there are different flavors, right? We can use list, we could use set, we could use tuple, we could use dictionary. Therefore, right, when it comes to Python, right now, remember that there are four collection of data types available. Right. Right. Now there are four collection data types available. Right now those are called as list. We have to talk about tuple. We have to talk about set, and we have to talk about the dictionary. List, tuple, set, dictionary. Right now they have different attributes, different behavior. Right now we are going to talk about list, which items are ordered. Therefore, we can say items has an index value. You could access values by index number because there is an order associated with it. And then you can change. You can change the values, right? Changeable. Items are ordered, you can change the values, and there are duplicate values. Allows duplicates. Duplicate values are there. Duplicate values. Right now, Python list items are ordered. Python list items are changeable. Right now, Python list items allow duplicate values. And Python list start with, or list items are listed using square brackets. Right. Then when it comes to a tuple, we call it as, we started using round brackets. Right. Tuples are defined using round brackets. Then tuple items are ordered. And these are unchangeable. Once you create, you cannot change it. And even that also can have duplicate values. So then, as it says set of items. Set of items are unordered. There is no order associated with it. And even if you say changeable, right now there's some limitations. There are some limitations. You can't remove, you can't remove, or you can't add items whenever you like. Right, items are unchangeable. You can remove, add items, remove or add items whenever you want, but you cannot change the items. You cannot replace the items. You can add an item, you can remove an item from a set, but you cannot change it, replace it. And since it is unordered, no index, unindexed, and there are no duplicates. Therefore, you don't have duplicate values. In a set, you can't store duplicate values. Then we have the dictionary. Dictionary is a collection of values which are ordered, which are changeable, and ordered, changeable, and no duplicate values, right? That means duplicate values in the sense no duplicate members. Therefore, we will discuss about dictionary further. For the time being, let's say list tuple set dictionary we have, and then mainly list, ordered, changeable, and it has duplicates. Tuple, ordered, unchangeable, no, it has duplicates. Set, unordered, there is no order associated. Then items can be added or removed, but cannot change, and then you can, there is no duplicate values. Right, now keep that in your mind. We will start with the list. Right, now we're going to start with a list. That means lists are used to store multiple items in a single variable. Lists are used to store multiple items in a single variable. Right. Right, then list. It says lists are defined using curly brackets, square brackets. Right, lists are defined using square brackets. For an example, if you want to declare a list, let's say my list. Inside the square brackets, you need to say someone, John, and likewise you can have list elements inside the curly brackets, right? Then thereafter we could print the list as usual. Right, now we can get the size of the list as well. Right, now you can access the list items by indexes, 0th index, first index, and the second index. Likewise, you could access the elements. And then right now, if you want to get the size of the list that you can get is in the length method. Length, right, as we have used so far. Length will give you uh, the size of the list. And then if you want to get the type of the list, you can use the type method in order to get the size type of the list. Right, now let's run this and see. Right, now there's a comment has to be done. Right, now this is how the list elements get printed here. And when you say the 0th index says someone, the first index John, second index Anne. Right, the list size is 3. And the type of the list, it says list, class is list. Right, now here let's say 0th index value. Right, now this is how you can access the elements by the index, and then how you get the type of this one, and how you get the size of the list. Right, now this is how you can do it. Right, now this is how you explicitly list down the elements using inside the curly square brackets. Right, now okay, try out this. And also as the same way we could use the list constructor to add the values as well. Right, now If you are using the list constructor to do that, then you have to call the list constructor. Now remember, you need to have two brackets, right, in order to use. Right now, round brackets we have to use. And now this is how you use it using list constructor. Now this is how you create a list using list constructor, right? Now always when you use the list constructor, please note that even any data type constructor, list, set, tuple, right? Now we use these double brackets, right? Now if you do not use the double brackets, what will happen here? Right now it says what? A list expected at most one argument got true. Therefore, here for the list, it expected only at most one argument, it expecting only one argument, but now you are passing three arguments, right? But therefore, yeah, now we need to give it like this, right? And negative indexing also works like we discussed about the arrays here previously. Right
Not
now,
sure.
even sorry.
We haven't discussed about arrays.
We have not. Okay. Right. Then, if you want to use the negative indexing right now, again, the last index, right? Now, the last index, if you want to get the last index value, let's say you want to get the last index value. Last index value, you can use the -1. Last index value. All right. Now, second last item. Second last items. Last item. Last value. Second last value. You can say -2. Right. And then likewise, you can have the next value going to be -2. See, second last value, John, the last value is Anne. Likewise, you could use the negative indexing as well. Right now, I will show you how to add the elements to a list. Right now, how to add elements to a list. Right, once the list created, okay, then right now, once the list created, if you want to add further elements, right, you could use the list. List name is my list. You could say my list dot append. You can have, let's say, 10. I'm gonna append 10, a number, right? And then I'm gonna print my list. Right now, you can see here it will add the 10 into the last index. Therefore, when you use the append method add item to the end. Append method add item to the end. Append method add an item to the end. And the same way, there is another method called insert. There's another method called insert, but the insert method, you need to pass the, all right, now if you just pass 10, okay, let's say 20, what will happen? If you just pass 20, now it says it is expecting two arguments. Therefore, it is expecting the index number and the value. Let's say I want to have this one at the beginning, then I would say 0 and 20. When I say 0, 20, the initial value, the first value will change to 20 because if you use the insert method, right now you have to write down, otherwise you will forget that, right? Can insert items comes to a specific index. Right now it will insert the items to a specific index, right? Now the append method add an item to the end. Add an item to the end. Right. Now my question is, right? Ask user to enter 10 values. Right now you can see even in the same list here, right? In the same list, you can have numbers and you can have true false values. And even the complex numbers also you can have. Right, okay, I have done it for the wrong one. Now you can see here in a list you can contains, write numbers, letters, what are the words and everything you can have. Right. Therefore now I want you to ask user to enter 10 values. It doesn't matter anything. Okay, let's say numbers, 10 numbers and add into a list. Add into a list. And then write display the total. Likewise, display the total and so on. Create a list and take the values from the user and then initialize the list. Quickly do it.
Sir, please explain the question again.
Right. Create a list and take values from the user. That means you have to ask user to enter the values and then those values has to be stored inside a list. Right. And let's say 10 numbers would be enough. And then display the values and the total of the values in the list.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Sorry. Wait. You don't know how to iterate, no? Even though you have to do it. Let's say how to go through a list. Now, how to go through a list. Right now, this is how we can add. Right now, this is how we can add that we have done it already. And this is how we can get the using the indexes, right? The negative indexes. Okay, wait. Right now, we'll cover some further. Right. Okay. Let's say we have an list which contains some numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. We have a list which contains these numbers, right? If you want to append, let's say 11, that is possible. And at the beginning, right now, you need to add for the which index is this 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, ninth index is 10, right? 10th index, I want to add 20 and I want to print the list, right? Okay, where I am adding 11 again. Right, I had the 11 there, so I forgot it. 11th index. Right now, if I want to print, right now, when it comes to indexing, right now, there are indexing right now, range of indexes also could be printed right now. When you say print my list, right, that is printing all the values, right? Then now for the time being, the size and type you have known for the long time, therefore I'm gonna delete it. Right, then if you say print my list, let's say first index to fourth index, right? First index to fourth index. Now you can see here it will start from the first index. Now this is 0, this is first index, second index, third index, fourth index. Therefore 2 to 5, up to 5. Therefore 2, 3, 4 will get printed. Right now, starting from this is the start index, this is the last index. Start index and last index. Therefore, here the start and the last. Therefore, you can write down including the start, included start, and including start and not included. Start included and end not included. Right now, keep that in your mind. Right now, if you have, let's say, without a value, just saying 4. Starting from 0, now start 0 to start 0. Starting from 0 to 4. Therefore, 0 to 4th index, but 4 is not included. Right, now if you say 4 call, then it will start from 4 and then start from 4 till the end. Start from 4 and then till the end. Now you can see here start from fourth index. Right now you can say start from the fourth index value. What is the fourth index value? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right now fourth index value is 5. Starting from 5 to end. It will print. If you say colon 4, then that will start from 0 to fourth index value. Right now the same thing is working with the negative indexing as well. Therefore now I want you to try how to print. Okay, let's say now these values. I want you to show me how to print these values. This value set using negative indexing. That means I want you to figure out and tell me how to print these and how to print these and how to print these using negative values, right? Negative indexing. Try out and then tell me for this given set of numbers how to print these using negative indexing. Okay, first with the positive indexing. Okay, tell me like this how to do it using the positive indexing. Send me via chat, and also thereafter how to do it using negative indexing. Send me via chat. Quickly do it. Are you okay with up to this point? Do you have any questions? Right. Now we know how to access the elements using range of indexes. Also we know. Right now, even how to insert a new item also we already know. Right, then if you want to change an item, if you want to change an item, let's say now I want to change the what? I want to change the first index value as 1 in letters. Then you could check my list, first index value. If you want to say 1, you can say my list first index value is 1. Right now, if you print it, and now the adding also we know already, right? Now you can see first index value is 1. The first index means the second value, therefore, here, if you want to set as the 0th index value, you can replace it as 1. Then 1, 2, 3, likewise, you can change the values as well. Right. And that is how you change the values using a list. Right now, okay, how to go through a list using now we know how to append, how to add, we know already. And then right now, if you want to go through on a list, how to display the elements of a list using a loop, that's very simple. Right now you can say for I in my list, for I in my list, and then we can print the I. Using a for loop, you can iterate through like this, for I in my list. Likewise, you can do it. And also, if you want to do it using a range command, for I in range, right now we don't know the size of the list, right? Therefore, we can say length my list. Now, from that, we can go by the index up to the number of values available. And here we have to access by the index number, my list. Right now, this is how you loop through the index number. Right now, you know how to add elements using append method and how to do it using insert method likewise. Right now, I want you to create a list and take values from the user, let's say 10 numbers from the user, and then store it into an list, right? And thereafter, ask if the user wants to replace any number. If user wants to replace a number, uh, get the index number and then the new value and replace it. Right now, what I want you to do is take 10 inputs and store in a list. Take 10 inputs from the user and store in a list, and then find total, max, and min, and then find user given number is available or not. Find user given number is available in the list or not. Find total max min, and then ask user to enter number, and then ask the index and value to replace. Right now, okay, these are the things I want you to do. Take 10 values from the user and then store it in a list, and then calculate total max min and ask user to whatever the number user wants to find, whether it is available in the list or not, and thereafter look for that number in the list. You know, using a loop you can do it easily, right? And thereafter uh, ask user to index number of the value you need to change, and then change the value and display it again. Okay, quickly do it and send the answer to me. Ask user to enter the values up to n is what? Number of values. Okay. Element. Right. Okay. Mhm. Max min. Okay. How to find the max and the minimum value? Right. Okay. Then right now the next question is about, okay, now finding the max and finding the mean, it's up to you. Okay. There's another one if you have in this. Good. Right. Now let's see that answer. List of numbers, and then you get the 10 numbers from the user, and then you append it. Right. Okay. Now here you have this already now. The list values are already there no? Right now. Therefore, in this scenario, you don't have to go and do it like this. You can simply say list of numbers is the 0th index. Now you can easily check if n is greater than max. Okay, right. Okay, largest number, smallest. Right. Now this is done. Enter the number to check in the list. Right now you're gonna variable boolean variable is available false, and if n is available, you're gonna make it is true. Right. Then now okay, what are you doing there? Then thereafter you can exit from the loop, right? How can you exit from the loop? Right now, how can you exit from the loop?
Break.
Yeah, now if it is available, then you don't have to wait. Right now you can say right now it is in the list. Right now you can make this as true, and it's available in the list, and you can say break. If then again you can say if it is still false, if it is not false, that means if it is true, if the avail is true, not become false, then you can say not in the list, and thereafter again you can ask int input the index you want to replace. Right, your index you want to replace. Right, index you want to replace, you're gonna ask user to enter, and then you're gonna replace, and then you're gonna display the new list. Right, good. If not is available, available is false. What happens here? Okay, what is wrong here? Yes, what is wrong here? Yes, tell me. Now we have already discussed about the operators, and then I have forgot something because now I have been doing Java and Python back to back. Then I have made a small mistake there. Right, what is the mistake? What is the mistake? No one can remember, figure out. It says line number 29. This is the line number 29. Here it says there's an error. Can someone tell me what is the error?
Instead of exclamation, there should be the not keyword.
Yes, the not exclamation is not an operator here, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes, there should be a not keyword. Not, not. Now, here in input, here I have mode one back. Enter number one, let's say some random numbers are there 1, 5, 9, 7, 3, 2, 4, 85, 26, 40. And these are the values. Then it says total of numbers entered 156. Largest entered was 85. The smallest entered was 1. And enter the number to check in the list. If I'm looking for 25, then say 25 is not in the list. Enter the index you want to replace. Let's say I want to replace 85. Okay, let's say fourth index. Okay, enter the index you want to replace with what number? You don't get the number, is it? Yeah, right now available number. What is this avail? Number to that number you're gonna okay, that number has been okay 25. Okay, this has been replaced. Okay, right now good. Now if the number is available, then only you have to do it inside the if condition. That's why you have put it inside the if condition. Right, my bad. Okay. The way you understood it. Right. Okay. Now, right, all right. This is how you do it. Okay, yeah. Others, right? Those who have not sent me the answers right now. Any questions up to now? And actually, in order to look for a number, um, you don't have to iterate through using a loop, and you can easily do it by you can check whether using the in operator. Right now, for an example, if it is the number is available in this list right now, here, rather doing this, you could check whether you have to look for the number available in right now. If the number in the list name is what list of numbers. If avail in the list of numbers, right? Then you don't have to have this Boolean value. You can display if it is else. If it is not for, it has to be if, and then it can be else. Break. Okay, inside if condition you can't have break, no? Right. Right now I want to have 5 numbers, let's say 6, 7, minus 6, 4, and 2. What does it say? Enter number 1. Okay, it asks for numbers, right? 3, minus 4, minus 9, 0. Total of numbers minus 8, largest 7, smallest minus 9. Enter the number to check. Let's say 3. 3 is in the list, and then it will show it. Right. Now, okay. Right now, okay. Do you have any questions up to this point? Any of you have, please ask. Right now, what is the error, Hansali? I prefer like if you talk to me, then I don't miss the chats because I'm receiving many chats. Okay, okay. Before I go into that, I'll give you 1 minute for others if they have any questions to ask.
Sir,
Yes,
is there
yeah.
a way to identify the index of a given number?
That's what my question is. Next question. Right. Now, how to figure out? Okay, now let's try out. Okay, those who have done. Let's say I have list called this. My list contains some set of numbers like 1, 6, 5, 7, 8, 9, 2, 3, 4, 55, 11, 62. Right. Likewise, I have some set of numbers. I want you to figure out a way to display. If I say number 8, I want you to check whether the number 8 is available in the list. If available, you need to say the number is available at this index. Right? You need to check the availability of the numbers. If available, display the index number. Then you have to say this number is available at this index likewise. Try out. You can use a for loop and then you can go index by index, and thereafter you can give the index back, right? Yeah, okay, I received an answer as well, right? What is it? Okay, where is the list? Here you have the list. Okay, you ask the number to enter to check. Then using a for loop, you start from 0 to the number of elements available in the list. And if the number you are looking for, if it is available to the particular index number, you say the number is at the index. Index value is I. And then you're going to stop the loop using the break keyword. Great. Enter number to check. If I want to check 4, say 4 is at index number 8. If it is 40, it's like you haven't handled that part, the number is not available. But it's just a matter of putting an else, right? Okay, that's how you work with it. Right now, you know how to loop through the index number, and the same way, you could go with the while loop as well, right? not only using the for loop. Right now, using a while loop also you could do it. Right now, you can say I is equals to 0, and then you can say while I less than length of the list, and then at the end of this, you can increase the value by 1, right? Then I plus I plus t equals 1. Now this is how you do it using the while loop as well. Right. Let's say now write a program to add from the given list of elements even numbers into array even list and odd numbers into odd list, right? Using this, put all the even numbers into even list, odd numbers into odd list. Quickly do it. Quickly do it and send it to me. And then we have discussed about the list comprehension. Right now, we're using for loop. Right now, we can have even list and odd list. Then we can even, you don't have to go through like this, right? For I in my list, and then we can check whether if I modulus 2, if I modulus 2 equals 0, it's an even number, then we can append it to a even list. Even list dot append I else odd list dot append I. And afterwards, you could print my list even list odd list. Right now, likewise, you could easily do it. Right now, to from the given list in order to do this. Right now, the same thing. Now you can do it using a list comprehension. Right, now how can you do it using a list comprehension? Right, now here you can write the even list. Right now this is the one way of doing this now. Right, now this is what you call as using list comprehension. Now you can say even list, right, equals x. That the return value is x. So we have been using I for I in my list. Space if, then the condition if I for I in my list, if I modulus 2 is equals to 0. Right, now let's try it out. Now you can see here what happens here. Now the for loop runs for all the elements in I in my list, and then it checks the condition. If I modulus 2 is equal to 0, it returns the I value. It returns the I value. Therefore, here, this is how you write it is. Right now we have whatever the expression for whatever the item in list. Whatever the item in list, if condition is true. Right now, these are the components of this one, and then if we label those components, right now, this is one expression, and this is another one item, and then this is another one if this, and then if the condition is true. Now, remember this will happen if and only if the condition is true. Right now, this is how it looks. This is what we looks like. This is the expression, and this is the whatever the item available here. This is the list, the condition. This is how you write it. Right now, try it for the odd number list, and then write a list comprehension. Okay, where you have right now some set of elements, let's say, only to have like first write it for the odd, and thereafter write it for only to have the positive numbers into a list. If it is for the even odd numbers, how can you do it? It's easy, right? Now we can say not equal 0. Okay, then this one is for the positive numbers. My list. And then we just need to check if I value I greater than 0. I greater than 0. Right now, what does it say? If expression for the line number 15. Yeah, here. Expression for item in list if condition is true. Indentation error right now. Here, this is the problem. Right now, why here? Okay, now this one has to be my list. Right. Only the positive numbers. Right. Now this is how you do it using list comprehension. Right. And then list can be sorted also. Right. Is that clear? The list comprehension, is it clear now? Right now, if you want to sort elements in a list right now, that is possible using, right, let me clear this one. You can say my list dot sort. My list dot sort will give us the sorted list in ascending order. You can see this right now. This will give you the list will be in sort right now. Right now here we have it. We have it for the alphabetically as well as numerical. If it contains numbers, it will sort numerical. If you want to sort in reverse order, right now, then we have to say reverse equals to reverse is equals to true capital T. That is how you sort in descending order. Right now, you can have your own sorting methods as well. Now that we will discuss once you no, once we discuss about the functions. Right now, if it is the elements right now, then the other point is right. If we have some names here, let's say, and and right now you can see here, when you have letters right now, when you have mix of letters, alphabets, writing uppercase and the lowercase letters, right now you can see here. Right now, when this is the ascending order sorted. Right now, uppercase letter sorted first, then the lowercase. Right, uppercase letter sorted first. Right, therefore this is a case sensitive sort. Right, therefore this is case sensitive. Therefore write down as well. Capital letters or the uppercase letters will sort it first, then the lowercase letters. Right, uppercase letters will sort it first, then the lowercase letters. Uppercase, right, will sort it first, then the lowercase letters. Right now, this is what you can see. If you want to get rid of that, in order to have case insensitive sort, if you want to have case insensitive sort, if you want to have the case insensitive sort, right now again you need to have right now you need to say here right now let's say here key equals the now we're going to pass a parameter key equals a string dot low string dot lower. That is how we can have the case insensitive sort. Right now, case selective sort. That is how we can have it. Right now, this is how you sort using the sort method. If you want to descending order sort, you have to pass reverse equals to. Right. And also, if you have a list, not to sort, if you have a list, but you don't want to sort, if you want to display in the reverse order. Right now, I want to display, I want to print the elements of the list in the reverse order. That means like 45, 62, minus 7, 55, minus 4, likewise, I want to print. Okay, quickly try out this. Display the elements of the for loop, this list using a loop or whatever in reverse order. Okay, quickly try out. Right, how to do this one now? Right now, okay, this is the answer we have. For I in range length my list minus 1th index goes up to minus I, because if it is stop from 0, then it will not include the 0th index. Therefore, and all the time deduct 1 by, that means step value is minus 1, decrease value by 1. Original list is my list, reverse list is reverse list. Okay. Okay, right, good. You append it to another list. All right, what does it say? The line number 4 here. Okay, you haven't. Oh, yeah, I think my bad. I might have not copied it. Right. Right. Now, the same thing could have achieved like this as well. Right now, okay, we have my list, right? Whatever you can say, even the original. Okay, in this scenario, what you are doing here is you are reversing the. You are not doing any change to the original list, and then you just right printing the values. But like if you want to reverse the elements in this original list, that you can call the method reverse my list dot reverse, and then you could print the list. Like this, you could reverse as well. This what happens here is this list gets reversed, and here now you are taking the elements one by one, and you assign it to another list, and then you are displaying that one. Right, that is how you do it. Right. Okay, we can do further questions on the next day as well. Up to now, any questions with regards to list, you can ask now.